So I'm going to start this combination off today with some Muay Thai. So we're starting from the striking. I'm standing as an orthodox fighter as well as he, so we're both standing as right-handed fighters. And I'm going to start off with a 1-2 to the face, nice and long, nice and tight. 1, 2, okay? As I extend that cross, I'm bringing my right hand back, and at the same time, I'm popping and posting my left arm with my pinky to the sky and moving my rear leg to the lead. Okay, so I'm closing that distance, and I make sure not only do I frame, but I am pushing forward with this technique. I'm not going backwards, I'm not going to the side, straight down the middle. So I'm pushing and applying his weight onto that back foot. That's why he took that little bit of a step, so he didn't start falling backwards. So, for instance, you're predominantly wrestling, right? He wrestles in high school, and he's big on grappling. He also has some crisp striking, but when it comes to MMA, you get a lot of guys that are flat-footed and strong base, and it's 50-50 on each leg. And that only helps this technique even more, because as they're applying more pressure on that back leg, as they should be, because you're pushing forward, when they apply more pressure to that back leg, and I just touch with my lead, with that lead leg kick, okay? As you can see, that leg just lifts off the ground. Very non-problematic for myself. It's not heavy, it's not weighted down, because I'm pushing all that weight to that rear leg, so I get to lift that lead leg, and he switches stances. Now, if he's pretty sturdy, strong, it's mid-fight, he's not going to be as easy to switch stances with. He's going to try to solidify that leg and not let me kick it out from under him. So it might move to the side a little bit, but I will still be able to get a body reaction as I'm pushing forward with that lead hand. Exactly, right there. That's realistic, okay? That's exactly where it should be. That's normally where it does land, full speed. And then from here, I just let my forearm slide into his chest so that I can grab the clinch. For Muay Thai specifically, I use a cupping motion because I wear boxing gloves when I fight, so I don't grab the wrist. But for MMA, of course, you can grab the wrist, grab the forearm, pull in for the knee, and then from here, then we're going to a wrestling portion of this technique, okay? So let me show it one more time. Jab, cross to the face, step and post at the same time. Make sure you keep a forward momentum, okay? Don't stand still, you're still pushing him back, so you can transfer that weight into his back leg, make this nice and light, so you can kick it out. I'm pretty sure you feel that on the inside of your thigh. Come right into the clinch. Make sure you grab this arm. I like to grab the wrist, whether it's MMA or just Muay Thai, so I can parry it out in Muay Thai, so we can't grab my knee, okay? Or for MMA, grab that wrist, and then I have control.
All right. Valentine's gonna try to advance positions off this wrist. Comes up right there on that collar tie. Right arm, right onto the elbow. Remember to take off that little step. Hitting a Passby. Same thing, I'm gonna take my right arm inside of his thigh, take my right leg, step behind him. I'm gonna drop my legs, my hips, and I'm gonna bring my hips into his legs as I'm bringing him up into the air. I'm gonna be nice with him because he's my teammate and I have to. You can definitely be mean to somebody in the match, but don't hurt your partner. So, here, stepping in, I'm gonna take my right leg and put it right at his hip, right onto his back.
All right, so Austin left us off in a traditional side control. Okay, and if we're going against someone who knows what they're doing, they're not giving up too much. They're keeping their elbows tight to their body. They're keeping things strong in a way that makes it hard to gather any limbs and start isolating things, right? Because that's what we're trying to do. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to use our whole body as one entity, right? We're going to use all of our weight, gravity. We're going to use all that to our advantage instead of using our single arm by itself, right? Which isn't very powerful. So what we're going to do is this. I'm gonna slide up to shin across his belly. I'll have my head posted just in case he starts trying to buck or bump. Okay, like this way, so I can post on my head. From here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start sliding my arm up to get better leverage on his upper arm. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start sliding my arm up to right above his elbow. Okay, so even if he's staying tight like this, I'm gonna be right here on this edge, right before slipping off. okay? I'm now using my whole body. I'm gonna push off his hips, tacking him to the ground, keeping him where he's at, as I start prying with my entire body to pull this elbow up. So it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna start driving and come here to cupping on the head, hand on the armpit, holding tight. Okay, from here, I don't wanna give away what I'm doing. He just knows his arm's isolated, he knows he's in danger. What I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna take my free leg, and I'm gonna post it right up against his hip to give me some spring, and then the leg that's on me on belly is gonna cut straight to as high next to his head as I can get it. So it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna go up high. One thing we do not wanna do, it automatically makes your armbar lose tightness, you know, no matter what, right? Is I do not wanna post on this foot, okay? If I post on this foot and I sit, no matter how much I try to sit, there's a gap here. Okay, and my weight's not on him, it's on my foot, right? It's not on his body. So instead what you wanna do is, I was just here. What I want to do is knee up high, and then this leg's staying straight so that when I sit over, all of my weight sits on him, right? All of my weight's on that thigh, on him. You heard some pressure to release right there, right? I'm deep hooking, I'm holding it tight, and then from here I leg curl to control his arm instead of posting on the ground, right? Get something effective out of it instead of creating space, which is against you, right? So I'm holding tight, leg curling, leaning forward so I'm not going backwards towards the only weak direction I have. And then I make my choice as to how I'm gonna break it. So then I'm either driving back, sliding up and finishing, or shin on belly. And then worst case scenario, he bumps me. I go right into swim moves.